Hello and welcome to Turtle Tracks Podcast. This is your host, Brian VanHooker, and I'm here with artist Daniel Elson, who's worked on a lot of cool shows like Muppet Babies and Harley Quinn and a whole bunch of others. But we're going to talk about some work he's done for NECA. He has done a ton of boxes for NECA's cartoon line, and a lot of really cool artwork's gone into those, so I thought we'd discuss that. Daniel, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So, man, I don't know where to start with this. Like I'm looking at your Instagram page, and there are so many different pieces of artwork you've done for NECA. What was the first one you did for them?
Well, that's a great question. I think the first thing I did for them was the city skyline on the back of the diorama, like the city place. The tall playset.
I didn't know that. You know what? It's funny. I have been like in the weeds on that thing because for a while I haven't bought it yet because I don't have enough money. But I was gonna buy two of those street diodes.
Yeah.
But I didn't want two channel 6s. So I was looking online like, how do I find this artwork? And I saw a post, probably it was from you, saying like, hey, somebody's out there selling this artwork.
I'm
gonna give it to everybody for free.
Yeah.
Amazing resolution. So I downloaded your file from a Reddit thread where you were like, if you want this, here it is. I'm not letting somebody else sell it.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
Yeah, I'm sure it should. And so I have your file, and I was trying to figure out how do I make a skyline with no artistic ability? How do I make a skyline that doesn't have two channel 6s? So I haven't done it yet.
You should have just sent me a message.
I didn't know who you were.
Building. Like I'd probably paint. I'm so anal retentive. I probably painted all the buildings behind it and everything, or I could just turn a couple buildings off and I'll just give you the Photoshop file. I don't care.
Oh, that's great. Thanks. So how to make two next to each other and not have two channel 6s, because that was the part that my brain couldn't handle it.
So
that was the first thing you did?
Yeah, for people watching that don't know what you're talking about, like I was on I don't know, Reddit or the internet, and somebody was selling I don't know, like an IKEA glass diorama box, and they had the printout of the city like in it and stuff, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, nah, here, everybody can have the artwork for free. So they couldn't make a profit from scanning in my painting and then printing it back out for their own product.
Imagine the market for, like, you make not Detolf shelves, not the images, just resize things for the Detolf shelf. Like, that's a crazy line to be like.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, man, this is weird. I don't think I ever signed any kind of contract with NECA for any of the artwork.
How'd you get on their radar?
Oh, Trevor and I went to college together.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Yeah, you don't know that? Yeah, Trevor and I have known each other for, oh man, like over 25 years now.
Oh,
27 years, a very long time. And then after we went to art school together in Ohio, we then worked at a Halloween props and animatronic production house, and we sculpted zombies and made animatronics for I was there for 3 years. Trevor was there longer than that. And it was a relatively toxic, traumatic work environment. That was probably one of the worst bosses I've ever had in my life, who would just like verbally abuse everybody except Trevor. He loved Trevor. I think because he couldn't read Trevor's face. Like
nobody can. He's just
yeah. He's got yeah, and I think that off-put that owner, and but that guy was so abusive to me. He would just come by and just be like, when are you gonna be done with that fag? And I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, and he's like, you're lucky you have a job here. And I'd be like, am I? And Trevor and I did that for a while, and then
I didn't know about this. I've known Trevor for at least 10 years now.
Yeah, he's a mystery.
About 10 years. We did the math the other night. I met him back when the Turtles, the quarter scale Turtles,
the
movie were coming out. Even before they came out. I was up on the news and I knew they were coming. And he did like a did like this setup at a Alamo Draft House in Yonkers, New York. and I met him there when the line was just getting born. And he and I have stayed in touch since. So it must have been like 8, 9, 10 years. But I didn't even know that. Jeez.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So like Trevor then at one point Trevor got it. I don't want to tell Trevor's story. That you can drag this out of him, but like I
I,
helped him
yeah.
pack up and move to New York City.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of my friends had moved away at the time, had moved out here to animate or work in that world. And it was kind of just me and Trevor back there, and I helped Trevor pack up and moved to New York. And then like there was none of my friends were left in Ohio, and I packed up and moved out here. And then
And you have some amazing credits. Like to be clear, like you worked on Velma, you've worked on. I saw
don't
you did some.
nobody likes Velma.
I know that, but I'm saying like
Nobody
you've done
liked
some stuff.
that.
Yeah, I'm just saying like that was the one that was in front of me. I was, but I'm not saying you've done a lot of really cool, shit. Like
Yeah.
like I said, Muppet Babies before you did Cuphead. You did you do some concept art on Muppets Mayhem? It says on the IMDb. You've done a lot of cool
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, that was did some paintings for a stop motion episode that like Stupid Buddy Studios. I never watched it, so I don't even know how it turned out. But I know they did a psychedelic trippy stop motion animated part of an episode in
Oh,
Joshua.
okay. So Muppets Mayhem is quite good. You should watch it. I don't know
Okay.
if Muppets Care or not. That episode is amazing because really it's about the mayhem. And this is a show owned by Disney about the
Yeah.
Muppets. And basically the episode is they go into the desert and trip balls for
Yeah.
30 minutes. And it is great.
Really?
Yes, that's the whole episode.
How
And
much
that's
is
the
the
one.
stop motion animation part?
Not a lot of it. It's a
Okay.
small, but it's dude, like that episode is literally them tripping in the woods or in the desert, and it is great. Like I was like, Disney said yes to an episode where they just are. It's it's like them taking peyote for 30 minutes. It's great. I was stunned that Nickelodeon that Disney had allowed them to do this, but it's great. It's a good show. That's the best episode of it. So
Oh,
one
cool.
thing that you're credited in because it's actually
Yeah, they gave me just like a short part of the script, and they were like, yeah, I've known a lot of Stupid Buddy Studios people. That's like the studio that does Robot Chicken.
yeah, I've
And
interviewed a few of those guys.
yeah, and yeah, the producer just of the at the studio was like, hey, we got to sell this pitch to Disney. Can you just? We need some 2D artwork to show them what it'll look like. And I was like, yeah, any direction at all? And she's like, no. I'm in. Yeah, I just sit around for like a couple of days and just scribble out some black light looking psychedelic colors. Yeah, that was cool. Those types of jobs are rare in the industry where somebody doesn't like micromanage what you're doing. So I never heard back from them. They sent me a check in the mail, and I never saw how it turned out.
It's great. That like I said, that show's good. That show's very good. I was very happy with it. And that episode in particular, I was like stunned that it's on Disney Plus. That's one of their shows. Is them tripping in the desert. It's wonderful. But so then I'm guessing years later. So I guess you cut touch with Trevor, and then years later, he was like, "Hey, can you do this city skyline?"
Yeah, then he moved out here maybe like 7 years. He was in New York for maybe he was in New York for like 10 years, but like after I had been here like 7 years, he then moved out here like down the street
Oh, nice.
in Burbank from me. And I think he was like North Hollywood first, but uh him and I always geeked out about turtles, like way back. We always like recognized that we were both huge Turtles fans, and we were both like, always talking about how awesome the original NECA comic book turtle.
Oh yeah, I got several versions of them lying around here.
Yeah, man, they're like there must be like, I don't know, 10 sets of these around my apartment.
Yeah, I've got the
all the bootleg shit.
I've got the originals opened. I've got the black and white ones. I've got a sealed set, and I have a set of bootlegs. Those are the best toys.
Wow. I have though Trevor got me the black and white one 4-pack for my birthday, I think, like long time ago. He must have found it in the warehouse or something. And I probably opened that thing. I had no idea. It's probably, what does that thing go for? Like $1,000 now?
There's a lot. It's one of the few things I still have in box, and I have almost nothing in box.
Yeah. No, I tore that. I have no regrets about opening that. I would never
Oh,
sell.
me, I open everything. Like to me, like they're toys. They're meant to be played with. That's what they're for.
And so because Trevor and I've been big Turtles fans, he would always, anytime he was doing Turtle stuff, he would like just shoot me a photo, camera phone photo in text without like an explanation or any, you know how
I got a
he
lot of
is
those.
like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember, oh, way back. Have you seen the original maquette he did, the original movie Turtle maquette? Did he ever tell you like the whole history? He'd be so pissed if I hold on a sec. He's such a private guy. Here we go. Trevor, I love you. If you watch this, don't get pissed at me. So like this.
Oh, I've never seen that. No, I mean this is only audio, but he's showing me like a gray.
Oh, nobody can see me?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, cool.
I should have made that clear
Right.
sooner.
What am I wearing clothes for?
It's a
Oh,
very
so
cool sculpt of Raphael.
yeah,
Raphael.
you've never seen this.
No, I haven't. I've seen a lot, but I haven't seen that. That's
Okay,
cool.
so it's got no joints or anything, but it is like, I mean, the detail
That's
on
Raph.
it,
Yeah.
yeah, it's badass.
It's that. That's the first movie Raph to a T. Yeah.
Yeah, so he made that. Uh, Trevor, I don't remember when you did that. Was like you still in Ohio when you started that thing? I think so. And he had like toy people prototype it,
Mm.
and yeah, I think he was just selling it to a couple collectors, like small scale, like maybe there might be like 10 of those.
Okay.
And then Randy at NECA was just like, oh, okay, so people do want these things, because Trevor is always like bugging him to like make more turtle stuff.
Sure.
And so then Randy was like, okay, I'll see if I can get the license. And then I think that's where it went from there. Like NECA hadn't done turtles in 10 years, and it started with Trevor just being basically just convincing somebody that people did want this stuff. And then he sculpted the movie turtle figures, and then one night, like I don't know, 2012 or somewhere around there, he just sends me a photo in the middle of the night of cartoon turtles, like action figure size, and I was like, no, what? And he's like, I'm gonna see if I can get these made. I was like, oh yeah, see if you can get those made. I really want those. And yeah, then nobody had told him to do that or anything, and eventually, like Randy was able to get the Turtles in Time license, with the long term like idea that if they did well, they could just do new paint jobs on them.
Right. Making cartoons.
And
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then yeah, I mean, there would be no any of those turtle toys behind you. Like, oh, that whole line would not exist if Trevor just hadn't willed it to happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
nobody asked him to do any of that
Yeah.
stuff. It was because he wanted it to exist. And I hope like the fandom gives him enough credit for that, because they really do. They owe him everything. If NECA hadn't been selling all this stuff, then like Nickelodeon wouldn't have started making their crappy copies of it, like for Playmates, and the X-Men toy line wouldn't be doing VHS boxes, and like everybody's just copying what Trevor did.
Yeah, he's done like, and it really is just him willing, because he's like he knows it all so well. He
Yeah,
cares about it. He wants all the details to be right, even if the details are wrong in the show. Like that's what he
yeah,
wants it to look like. Like we don't want to make it
exactly.
cooler than it is. Like you
Yeah,
want it to be what it is. So, and I love and appreciate that so much. It's great.
yeah. And so So then it would have been like 2019 they did the cartoon diorama because they had finally gotten permission to do the 90s turtle like cartoon, the 80s 90s cartoon, because Nick didn't want to give that up. For they were just like, nobody's interested in those toys. We don't want to revisit those designs or anything. We want people to focus on the computer animated Nickelodeon series. And when that finally like ended, I don't know how the inner workings of executive world is, but I know they're all dumb. So finally gave up that license. And then when they existed, Trevor was just like, great. You're useful to me, Dan. Here, paint me some cartoon backgrounds. So that was the first thing. And then maybe did I do anything eventually I started painting some of the backgrounds in the back of the two packs.
Oh, like
Like,
the Technodrome and the sewer. Like whatever the shot was that often ended the episodes where it was like the sewer from the street. The
yeah,
rock.
that's right. I did that. There's a Technodrome I never posted. There's a Technodrome I posted. And what was the fourth? Oh, a sewer scene like inside the sewer.
Oh, with the